Apple has decided to get out of the EV car business, which they've been working on for about 10 years. And they've seemed like they could potentially be a real threat to Tesla and some of the other EV makers. But they've decided to forego an attempt to focus on artificial intelligence. All of your EV makers also see artificial intelligence as a big part of their business. And I think there's been some different things. There's issues because this could have affected Tesla, and Tesla's profitable, but Detroit companies are not so far with electric vehicles. And it's eliminating a very big threat in the EV market, and it frees up a real big pool of talented engineers who may be out of a job now. Now, in the past year, Tesla has slashed prices and warned of decelerating demand, while companies like General Motors and Ford have delayed investment and put off production plans. Now they have one fewer competitor to worry about, and that's Apple, which is a company with $61 billion in cash to throw around. So if they really wanted to make it in the car business, I think they could probably figure out how to make it in the car business. And, Apple, with Apple getting in the market, it probably, ruffled some feathers. But there's been some setbacks in the EV space. And part of it is EV sales are expected to rise just 9% this year in the United States, after growing at a compounded annual rate of 65% over the past 3 years. I'm not so sure about that because we saw a 69% growth worldwide of EV sales from January of 23 to January of 24, which was about an extra 350,000 cars. EV startups are struggling. Rivian Automotive, about a week or so ago, forecast production will be flat and announced another round of layoffs and sent its shares on the biggest ever decline. Lucid said it will only make 9,000 vehicles this year and will need to do another capital raise. Now, of course, they're also owned by the Saudis, so worst case, the Saudis can probably figure that out. And there was other harsh news like Hertz getting rid of 20,000 EVs from its fleet. Mercedes-Benz has also called off some of its production. They've cut its target for EVs in half by 2025. Or they're saying they've called off a target for half of its sales to be EVs for 2025. Apple is obviously a company that, when they came into the phone industry, they just all of a sudden just took over. They wiped out BlackBerry. I mean, who would have ever thought that BlackBerry and Palm, companies like that were in the space, would have been wiped out? They were completely wiped out. I mean, for a while, there was a Windows phone. I'm sure it probably still exists. I haven't seen one in a long time. With Apple coming in, you'd think the Apple people would be really on board with an Apple car. Although I think that the company that probably hit worse by them is probably Tesla, because I think that a lot of the people who would be your Apple people would also be Tesla people. But that's just, my thought on that. Tesla cut prices by 25% almost in the last year. And so it could have caused some issues if Apple had come into the market for them. Musk seemed to celebrate by posting a saluting emoji and a cigarette on X. Now, the CEO of Li Auto, his name is Xiang, also took to social media, posting on Weibo that giving up car making and focusing on artificial intelligence is an absolute strategic decision at the right time. He also wrote that AI will be a prerequisite for making a great car company. So anyways, that's all I got on Apple today.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.